Shawty, get out of your feelings. I'm in the money, not low. I'm in the paper stacking up. Ain't no time for you. Shawty, get out of your feelings. Shawty, get out of your feelings. I'm busy and focused on making a million. Concentrated on making a killing. Please, shawty, get out of your feelings. Ain't no time for you. Shawty, get out of your feelings. Ain't no time for you. Please, shawty, get out of your feelings. Out of your feelings.
Snodge book.
Shawty, get out of your feelings.
I told her get out of her feelings. I had to get out of my feelings. Cause ain't no money in there.
But lady, he got to be held accountable. And plus, he was broke. He needed money too. She the breadwinner.
She was broke.
No woman wants to be the breadwinner.
First of all, I think Cassie got 2 songs.
2 what?
She got 2 songs.
I only know 1.
It don't matter. That's the point. You made my fucking point.
Yo, how you they even brought back the video when she was on BT, and she sounded terrible. How you gonna say you can't make no music because you were too busy doing freak off? You were too busy not having talent.
First of all, yeah, I'm about to say.
Bad. I remember when Diddy came to. It wasn't the Breakfast Club. Yeah, it was Charlamagne. He was in Philly or some shit like that. Or maybe it was just it was one of these spots, right? Or New York. He came to check Charlamagne because Charlamagne was going in on how terrible she's singing and shit.
Yeah.
And he would turn to her face. So he came personally to like, yo, check the man by going hard on it and shit.
But
right?
we know that.
So Cassie, now we all want to be like, no, she had no talent.
But think about this.
If she had a lifestyle that she wasn't worth having.
No, exactly. Facts. Diddy gave her a lifestyle where she never had to worry about whether or not her talents would keep her in the spotlight because Diddy was already that nigga. And the fact that I know that she didn't have talent is after she left Diddy, she never done nothing else but became a wife. What you see her do after that?
I ain't heard from her since.
Since she left Diddy. I heard about her
from one part, from her getting beat up to getting married, beat up, and that's it. I don't know. I never heard
after she left.
Last time I heard from her musically, when your girl Lewis was always singing her song at work and shit. That's the last time I heard from her.
First of all, nigga, stop saying my girl, bro. It's a girl that we know from the boat, bro. Stop saying that shit, bro. She wasn't my, let me put this shit out here, bro. This girl was never my girl. No, not at one point in my life and her life that we ever have any kind of connection, dog. We just knew each other. So stop painting this fake narrative that was my girl.
I was speaking in general.
So why you didn't say our girl?
Cause I don't know it like that.
I don't know it like that either, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. I know it just as well as you. So shut the fuck up, bro. Jeez, I'm glad that the last podcast didn't work because all that fucking shit you was doing on that last podcast, that's probably why shit didn't upload. Because God knew that you was in that bitch cutting the fuck up, saying some wild ass shit.
Hey, nigga, bullshit.
This nigga bullshit. We cannot let that shit out because this nigga Bo is on his goddamn shit and we can't let that shit get the fuck out, bro. That's why that shit won't upload, bro. Because you keep doing this bullshit. Like, but the crazy part it is, and what I don't understand about women, like I said, women always want men to accept them for their flaws, but they can't accept the nigga for nothing, bro. Nigga ain't got no money, can't accept them. Nigga ain't got a big dick, can't accept them. Nigga don't got this, don't got that. They will not accept them, but a nigga supposed to accept them for any and every fucking thing they do, bro. And it's such a weird thing, bro. And then
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say let you speak out against that, nigga. You gonna have the wrath of women coming down. But the one thing about men, and I want you men to know this, don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck if women come down with the wrath of their so-called God on you. Nigga, who gives a fuck? Man, I don't care. And it's not that I don't care, and I'm not sitting here saying that women don't have a voice. I'm just saying, I don't care enough to think that you can just make up your own assumption of me and I'm supposed to care because you're a woman. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that shit. Because half of you women are like I said, women are horrible people to themselves, to the other women. I don't know how many times I gotta sit here. It's I don't know how many times I gotta sit here and say I have met every woman I meet. When you ask them about their friends, they don't got no female friends. They hang around niggas because women are fucked up. Women say that shit. You get these small women group. That's why you don't see longevity in women friendship. It's not a longevity thing. It's a situational thing. I fuck with you when the situation fits me. That's how women fuck with their friends. Same way they fuck with niggas. They fuck with niggas situational. See, men, then that's why I say women they don't know real love because they never known it because their mama didn't know real love and their mama probably didn't know real love because they were situational bitches. They situational bitches pass down their situational shit to you. Now you a situational bitch and you get mad when you get treated on a situational basis.
Right.
And it's weird to me. You act like, like I said, you know. The one thing about women, they know they're a situational bitch. They know that their whole life is placed on situations. Only time they fuck with certain people is situational. But they'll sit here and make it seem like we're just the loving, nurturing bitch. Maybe back in the days, maybe 100 years ago, you bitches ain't no loving. You bitches are mean, angry. Like I'm gonna show you. I think we still got the post, but most of you bitches is pirates. You curse, you drink a lot, you smoke, like you fight. You pirates. You manly pirate ass bitches, and then you want somebody to put you in your femininity. No, you fucking pirate. Ain't nobody putting you in no femininity. You manly motherfucker.
And they like, yo, I literally like it's so fucking annoying when a bitch is claiming to be a alpha female or a female that a man got to put you in your feminine energy.
That's why I think a lot of you men gay. And I know this fucked up. But you men that like these manly women, you like men.
Yeah. That's why. How you feel about damn, hold on. Let's wrap
You
up
like men, but you don't want to be called out. So you go get listen, I'm not saying, when I say you gay, I'm not saying that there's something wrong with being gay. What I'm saying is most of you motherfuckers, the women don't convince you that it's okay to toe the line. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to walk that line of being gay and not being gay, bro. And and then you get mad because a man be like, well, you gay. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying you're gay. It's okay. A lot of you men will go and put on your women clothing for a skit and because you've been wanting to act that shit out anyways. And I'm not saying the men who go do shit for their kids. Like your daughter want to dress you up in a princess outfit, that's cool. That's your daughter. But if your girlfriend tell you, let's do, you ever seen that trend where you flick the lights off and then the nigga be wearing the women clothes and the woman be wearing, you low key like that shit, nigga. Because why? Like, is it really funny though? Is it funny? Like, maybe I'm asking this question to y'all. Is it funny to see a nigga put on women clothes? Because I feel like the only people that find that shit funny is other women. Women that see men dressed like, because women was the one that propagated gayness, like men being gay and they cool with that shit. I don't think men really.
Women say they do a lot and bring a lot of value, but most thing that women are into, they get it from. It's done best by guys, or they get it from gay guys. Like women slang nowadays, they got from the gay community. Who does the best makeup? Most likely a guy.
Most likely a gay man. Who got the best fashion? Most likely a gay guy.
Exactly. Women get their whole style from gay men.
And you would think that women. Go ahead.
Women would rather have a gay best friend than to have a man most of the time.
You know what's weird to me is women will compliment a gay man on things and then turn around and say, "Oh, that straight man is DL." I thought you loved that shit. I thought you loved down low men. I thought women
They
loved that
shame
shit.
them when they mad.
But
Yeah.
then shame them when they mad. You love gay
But
men.
think about it though. You think about it though. They don't. They use them motherfuckers too.
Of course.
They know that gay men would do anything to be accepted by females. They want to be females so bad. So they have them around them. And then first thing they do when they get mad at them, oh, that's why you got a nigga fucking you in your ass. Of course he's gay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Yeah.
expect? He's not gonna have a woman fucking him in his ass. He's
And it's
gay. That's
weird
what the gay
because
motherfuckers do.
women want, and the crazy part is, like I said, it's a play on power for women. Women love a man who will let them do things to them. Women love a
That's
man
why they fantasy though. Them
if they
bitches
let them,
fantasy sometimes
yeah,
to
eating
let
their
you take
booty,
control of you.
putting their finger in their booty, doing any kind of thing to demasculate this person, bro, because it's a sense of power that they have. And then they hide it behind, oh, my man really loves me because he lets me treat him like a bitch. That's really what they
He
do. They
will.
treat you like one of their female friends. Go put your finger in your girlfriend booty hole, bro, your homegirl booty. If you want to do all that feminine shit and you want to, why you want to do it to your man? And why would you as a man want
But
that
here's
shit to
the
happen?
thing though. They probably do it to their homegirl. Cause y'all realize we discussed earlier. They automatically revert to their natural state of being a slut.
But I'm saying
Natural
and this is what men don't, and this is what men should know. Women will go, because all women talk to their female friends about you. I don't give a fuck how good of a man you is. And a lot of them
right.
women give them bad advice and say, "Well, girl, if he really love you, did he let you put his finger in your put your finger in his booty? Do he let you do any, because it's any kind of way to demasculate you, bro?" And I'm trying to tell you that these women like this fact, and it's a power play. I don't give a fuck
You
what
say
it
they
is.
tell
It's
each
not
other what?
love.
So
Listen,
you say
it's
so you saying
women talk about this
so
shit.
you
Listen,
saying
bro,
so you
you know
saying
I
they
got a
tell
lot of
each
female
other,
friends.
have you let you really love it, have you let you put your finger in the booty?
In his booty. That nigga love you if he'll let you. If that nigga let you do that to him, that nigga really love you. And they'll convince they female friend that you should be like, will he let you eat his booty? Oh, that nigga don't love you. Cause he should, cause to them that's vulnerability. Oh, he not being vulnerable with you if he not letting you demasculate him in some fucking kind of form. A woman think that she should be able to talk to her man any kind of way because if he loves her, she should be able to voice her opinion in a very negative way, and he's supposed to accept that. And it goes back to what I'm saying about Cassie.
Right.
A woman can do anything, and they supposed to be forgiven because they're women. Man, because once a man, the one thing that men don't do is we're not gonna let shit slide. If you slip up and say, "Hey, I took dick in college," you still my homeboy, but you're gay. Plain and simple.
There's no such thing as there was
You
a
can't
time,
come
there was a
back.
phase. No,
You can't be, I was experimenting.
you
I
get
was
a
trying some
pass.
shit out.
Only pass you get when you were molested, shit, as a child,
Exactly.
whatever,
If you
or
was
raped,
sexually,
whatever. You get a
if you
pass.
was raped,
But once you
molested,
willingly
yeah.
accept dick as an adult, you are gay.
And it's okay. You could be
It's
gay.
okay.
But people want to make it seem like because we say, "Oh, you gay," now we're trying to be negative. No, nigga, you're just gay. Why is it got to be negative? Nigga, you took dick. You liked it.
Yeah.
You wanted to try it. You gay. It's okay.
You
But don't
back that
sit here and
ass up
tell me
on
you
it.
not gay. You gay. And then they'll say stuff like, "Oh, if he only do it once, they don't make you gay." Yeah, it did. It did. It did. It made you gay. Now,
You certainly
I'm not.
you have it. You can't
Yeah.
take away your education. Like when you get a diploma, you can't say you got it now. You
Yeah.
have the diploma. You passed that stage now.
You
You
could
now
say,
certified.
but I'm not saying that you can say, "Hey, yeah, I'm gay, but you know what? I decided that I don't want to fuck with men. I want to only fuck with women." And I'm gonna be like, oh, say less. You know, cool. You tried it out.
Cool.
But
you nigga that fuck with women now.
Yeah, you're a gay nigga that like women. It's cool. It's a lot of gay niggas that like women. Like, I'm not judging you on that because I don't care, man. What you allow to insert in you and what you know, that's on you. But you're not gonna sit here and tell me that you still don't have yearnings for that shit, bro.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this. I watch the podcast. Let me ask you this. So, are you gay if you're attracted to men, or you actually went through did some penetrate or been penetrated?
Oh, can I say this? Can I say you have gay tendencies? I don't, because I'm saying because if you get penetrated, you're gay. If you want to get penetrated, okay, I think the better answer. I think the better question is you gay if you let a woman penetrate you? Like if you let a woman peg you, are you gay? Because if you let another man penetrate you, or you penetrate another man knowing that that's a man and knowing that you're a man, you're gay. It's okay, but you're gay.
If you get penetrated by a woman, let's just say, so you get penetrated by a man, you gay. There's no, you gay. If you're attracted to men, what is that?
Willow, hold on real quick. Keep talking, but just give me a sec.
If you're attracted to men, what is that? Is that gay if you're attracted to men? For me to get the other part, I gotta know what is that. So if you get penetrated by a woman, maybe you're not gay. You gay. You right behind gay, but you like doing some gay shit. You like a dick. Actually, if you get penetrated, that's a dick that's penetrating you. I'm assuming. If it's like some type of strap on or some shit like that penetrating you, it's a dick. You gay. Cause it's a dildo that penetrating, so it's gay.
It's like it's a dick. Yeah.
You can't penetrate it, man. If it's a plastic dick penetrating, you plastic gay.
Motherfucker. Look at did you send me this shit?
What's that?
Man,
check it out, man. Check that shit
out.
You
a fucking G. Look at I'm gonna start wearing I'm gonna start wearing this bitch every podcast. You see that motherfucker, bro?
It kind of blurred out, man.
Can you see that motherfucker, bro? Hold on, man.
It kind of interfered.
Man, let me change my background, bro, because this bitch hard as shit, bro. They say I can't change it while we're recording, but this bitch hard as fuck, bro. Shout out to you. Hey, my niece came in here. She was like, you got a package. I'm like, I got a package. Who the fuck sent me a package? Of course, I should have known it was your ass. Shout out to that shit. That bitch hard as fuck. Now I'm gonna be wearing that bitch all the time. He forgot to even send it to me. That bitch hard as fuck. I
did it like 3 weeks ago. It was like last month, like early May.
Oh yeah, I just got this bitch, bro.
Yeah. But I think it took time to making this shit. It was like,
yeah.
It had like even it showed on the take like 3 weeks to send that shit out.
Oh, okay, yeah, nah. And then you sending that bitch from way over there. Nah, that bitch hard as fuck. But I agree with you. If you I guess it's just our opinion, but if you get penetrated, bro, to me, whether it's women or man, you gay, or you have gay tendencies, you have gay
you definitely got gay tendencies.
Yeah, you got gay
my thing is, if it's a woman penetrate you, here's my thought, right? If it's a woman penetrate you, I'm thinking, okay, you're not gay. You just like men. You gay. You right behind gay, but you like doing gay shit. Cause it's a woman penetrating.
I feel like
but
if
then
you let a woman
think about it, what is she penetrating you with? A dildo?
Yeah.
Cause that's a plastic dick. So you're gay.
Yeah. And that's what I was about to say. And even if you let a woman penetrate you, you wish it was a man. In my mind, you wish it was a man. You just don't want to be labeled.
They need a lady boy.
Yeah. That's what I was just about to say. Maybe, and you know what? And the one thing I gotta respect white people about is they're not ashamed of themselves. If them white dudes, when you see them in these countries with lady boys, they don't hide that shit. They be with lady boys.
Hold a hand and shit.
They be loving these motherfuckers, marrying these motherfuckers. They love lady boys. And I got no problem with that. But it's the people who I have a problem with that act like they're not this. For what? If you like that and you enjoy it, own up to that shit. Embrace that shit. Because that's the only way. The one thing, and I told my gay homeboy this when he was high, I was like, the only way for people to accept you is when you accept yourself. So if you don't accept yourself being that person, how the fuck the world gonna accept it when I can see that you don't even accept yourself? And this is what I say about people who live this kind of lifestyle. You have to accept and embrace it. Everything comes with hate.
You know, one thing I respect though. One thing I respect, especially like in Thailand, all them place that does that, whatever. When a lady boy let you know out front that they a fucking lady boy.
Oh, bro. And
don't
most
like
of them
that
will.
playing, saying you're a woman and type shit. Now you playing with lives and shit. Now you playing with lives. If you a motherfucking lady boy, get a mother option. If that dude into that type of shit, he into that type of shit. But one thing I always respect about them motherfucker, use they'll tell that motherfucker no. When I see motherfucker like crash out and beat a motherfucker ass, cause they like, oh, I found out he was a man, really a man or lady boy or whatever. No, you knew that motherfucker lady boy. You just trying not to pay that motherfucker money.
Yeah, exactly. You just don't want to pay your money.
Dick for that motherfucker and not pay him for it.
Yeah, because like I said, lady boys are not like the transgender in our country. The lady boys in other countries, they let you know they not trying to hide that shit because they're not shamed in their country.
I'm lady boy.
Yeah,
they be like I'm lady boy.
Yeah, they not shamed in their country. So you and they're not ashamed of being who they are in their country because it's not something to be ashamed. Only Western culture people are ashamed of who they are, and they could say because of. And I'm not saying that there's never been violence towards people before, you know what I'm saying? But we have progress, and that's why people don't admit that we have made progress into making things acceptable. Most time when you have somebody getting hurt that's of that gender or nature, it's because they hid it from the person that they were doing it with.
Yep.
Because if you see them, go ahead.
I was they also wonder when motherfucker was just like embarrassing himself or liking dick, liking ladyboy dick or whatever. But mostly in America, they known for doing shit like that. Cause you see online all the time with this. I forgot this rapper name, D-Lo Brown or some shit, D-Lo whatever.
And you found out that shit wasn't true.
Yeah, they do shit like that. So why you in part of the gay community? You want motherfucker to accept you, but you doing shit like this.
Exactly. And
he make motherfucker not accept that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If you up here trying to shame a motherfucker, now what if he was gay? You know what I'm saying? And you up here trying to convince the motherfucker where they gay? Why? Why you attacking random straight? That's that bullshit. Like, if you ever noticed though, them be the most bored motherfuckers though, right?
But that's what
if
I'm saying.
Watch the show, it usually all the time be some gay nigga in the behind the scene.
Yeah. But like I said, you look at this dude. This dude who did that shit to D-Lo, he came and admitted that D-Lo never hollered. These niggas, I don't know what's the fascination with gay and trans people trying to turn straight people gay. Like, what is the goal?
Because some motherfuckers only like gay straight man, which is weird.
Which is weird. That's what I'm saying. You try to, and this how you know, and this is why I don't understand about trans women and trans men that turn to women. You go after straight men for what? To me, if you feel like a woman, you want to be a woman, you have a whole community where there's people who accept you in that like community that you could be with. So why go try to trick some dude? And then I feel like a lot of the dudes that get tricked, they have no choice but to stay with that shit because it's like, if I shame these niggas, I'm going to be shamed by both the straight community and the gay community. And so now I don't want to be left in limbo. So I got to pick a side. And it's just weird to me because like, if you like what you like, you like what you like, bro. Like and I'm not saying that you got to keep it private. I don't care. Like people know me. I don't care.
You ain't gotta be all out in the open doing freaking shit, whatever. But then again, if that's your type of shit, it's your type of shit. Just don't be trying to, you know what I'm saying, trick motherfucker into fucking your shit or whatever. There's a community for that. You can get a community and get fuck or go fuck or whatever. You ain't gotta trick a motherfucker into getting some dick from you and shit. But my question is, dog, it kind of goes circle back to I know we have kind of mentioned about the masculine, female, whatever, right? Nigga, how you feel about Remy Ma, man, and New York chicks like that? You got Remy Ma and you got Remy Ma and your boy Pat Poose sparring out over the internet, man. But my thing is about it, like, cause Remy Ma is a masculine ass chick. A lot of New Yorkers is. I don't know what you're saying, so you
All
might.
right, bet. I made a mistake. Turn that. Okay, yeah.
Remy Ma's a masculine ass shit.
She always been masculine to me. And this is me being honest. When I first heard about Remy Ma back in the days, I thought she was a man. I thought she was a trans. I thought she was a trans man. No, I was young. Like, you got to realize, Remy Ma, she done did a lot of time, bitch, but she been around for a minute. Remy Ma ain't new.
Right.
When I first seen Remy Ma, bro, I thought she was a man. I thought that she was the first trans rapper signed to Terror Squad. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just being honest. Like, and then I realized, like, of course, quickly I found out this a real woman with very manly features, and nothing against it.
Behavior.
I think that it's fucked up. I think it's fucked up, bro. I don't know the ins and out of the situation, but the one thing I do know is this nigga Papoose have only ever spoken highly of this motherfucker.
Right.
He has always showered her in public, like I'm saying. I don't know what they did in they private, but in public, this nigga has 100% supported her in every turn. And for her, but this is what women do, bro. When women when women get tired of you, when women have used you enough, they will try to paint you as the worst motherfucker on the planet, bro. And it's just in their DNA. Papoose, even with like her fucking with the dude Block, the street captain, whatever that nigga that because I do watch a lot of battle rappers. So when I remember when I first started hearing about it, I didn't really care. But then I was like, damn, Remy, you just got out of prison. My dog been holding you down the whole time you was in prison. And you choose Easy the block captain? Out of all niggas you could choose, you go get this nigga that kind of look like Papoose. It's weird because clearly Papoose has a type and clearly Remy has a type. And you could tell because, like I say, Papoose and that nigga kind of resemble each other. Carissa Shields and fucking Remy kind of resemble each other. So these two niggas have a type. But I don't feel, what I don't like is that the shit got to social media. I think that's my biggest problem. I don't like that it got to social media. But if I had this, if I have to choose who I feel is wrong in the situation, it would be Remy. Remy fucked up for what she's doing. Because, and this how I know, this is why I don't believe in love. Because and I know love and hate is the same thing, but the way that motherfuckers love each other and then turn to hate so quickly is crazy. It's just like the Offset and Cardi B thing. It's like the way you motherfuckers was bragging on each other, braggadocious, loving this, relationship goes this, Papoose, their relationship goes, Cardi B, their relationship goes, to how these motherfuckers is now. I would never want to be in a relationship like that. And that's why I think I said this. Yeah, I think I said this on one of my earlier podcasts. I don't want somebody to love me like that. Because when somebody loves you like that, that means that the reverse of it is gonna be dramatic, bro. It's gonna be harsh. And you could just tell. Look at this shit. And what I really believe is that the court should not be tied into relationships. Child support, none of that shit. I feel like you niggas got to get it out the mud. You niggas went and laid down together. Y'all got a kids. Y'all got to figure that shit out. Bringing the courts into, because it's not a business. So the courts, getting into personal business is crazy to me. Like you can't go and tell somebody how to raise their kid and what's the right way to raise their kids. That's not. I don't believe in that because everybody raised their kids different. I don't think that the court should be allowed to get involved in that shit because you make kids seem like they're not humans and they're just items that you could pay for. And it's just a weird thing to me. That shit is weird. But that Remy Papoose shit is like I said, I don't know too much about it because I don't really fuck with when I say I don't fuck with them, I don't really follow them and listen to their shit and really I'm not really involved in people personal stuff. I like if I fuck with you, I like you for the product that you putting out. So if you're a rapper, I like you for the music that you putting out. I don't care. I can't care enough about your
really
personal
listen to
life.
Papoose stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I never really listen. I know he's nice with the bars, but I never listen to him like that. I'm not a big New York fan like that. I don't listen to New York music like how New York people listen to New York music. I don't listen to Remy Ma like that. Even when she was with Terrence Carr, I wasn't a big fan of her. So them got that shit going on. It's like it's to me, it's none of my business. Like that shit, like Papoose. All I know is you happy, Papoose. You got your wife. Separate that shit. You know, good. You know, do what you do. You got Carissa. You got your thing. Papoose. You got the nigga Easy from the block. Do your thing. But because like I said, motherfuckers don't really love each other, bro. We just get with each other for convenience.
Yeah, convenience and shit. And
Yeah,
motherfucker
people get
like
with
Remy,
people for
that's it. I
convenience.
don't know how motherfucker do some masculine shit. That's too masculine for me.
That's too
The way
masculine.
she talk.
But she always been masculine.
Any motherfucker like that, nah, man. I only like when the bitch call me bro. Bitch, you can leave. Don't call me no
I
damn bro.
I don't like when a bitch call me bruh if we trying to be intimate. Like if you trying to that's what I say. Okay, yeah. If I'm fucking, I don't really care for that. That because you got too much manliness in you. Yeah, exactly. I don't give a fuck. You can talk how you want. Call me bro. What up, bro? Okay, cool. But
But
if we
if I'm
try,
fucking with you on that type of shit, and you hit me up, and you like, bro. Even when you like, it's just like, yo, you hit me like, bro, come on. They're like, what the fuck? Where you get this attitude from? You know what I'm saying? That type of shit that other motherfuckers like. I don't like that
yeah,
shit.
because
Cut
women
that
are
shit.
pirates. I told you these bitches is pirates. They like that R matey type shit. They bitches like that shit, bro. They think that shit cool, bro. And it's just weird to
Yeah,
me because I didn't. You would
I'll
never
be right
think
back.
that you would never think that you have to tell a woman to be feminine. Just like you
Right.
shouldn't have to tell a man to be masculine. Like I feel like those things shouldn't have to be said. If a man tell you, hey, I'm not being masculine because you haven't put me in my masculine energy, women will be like, man, this nigga's sassy as fuck. This nigga feminine as fuck. But women will sit there and turn. So, but when I tell you, when you tell me, oh, you ain't gotta put me in my femininity, and I say, oh well, you masculine as fuck. You man as fuck. Like you'll get mad. Man, people are weird, bro. Like people are weird, and I'm cool with people being weird. I think it's what bothers me is when people try to force their weirdness on you. Like you could be weird and be cool, and if I accept you, I accept you. If I don't, I don't. People care too much about that shit. But to try to force me to accept your weirdness is crazy. Like if people like, I'm cool with people not accepting me. I'm cool with people not liking my sense of humor, or I'm cool with people not liking the shit that I talk about and the way I talk about it. And I'm cool with all that shit. What I'm not
Right.
cool with is motherfucker trying to force me to accept them when I don't. Like, listen, if I don't accept you, if I say I don't accept you, you should be like, okay, well, fuck you then, and keep it pushing. But people can't do that.
Me, you're right. Even I'm type like I don't give a fuck. Even when like even if I hit my homeboys up or whatever, and they don't hit me back, or they say, "Oh, we gonna do this," they don't. I don't give a fuck. Like my
Yeah,
mad thing, like, oh, they probably doing some other shit. And thing about it, I always tell motherfucker like, yo, you ain't got a lot of me. I ain't want you bitch.
yeah, yeah,
Anytime I say let's
exactly.
do some shit you don't want to do, just say you ain't gotta do the shit. I'm
Yeah,
not finna say it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather mother just tell me, nah, I ain't fuck with that shit. I respect that
yeah.
though. And I don't
but
hold
that's
that
me.
against motherfuckers. If motherfucker want to do some shit, if I ask motherfucker to do some shit for me, then I don't hold that shit against
I
them.
don't hold it me
I
either.
cool.
And I think we do that to each other. We'll hit each other up and we'll be like, "Are we gonna do this podcast at this time?" If we don't do it at this time, we don't get mad. We don't get mad at each other. We be like, "All right, bro. Whenever the next time we free, we gonna link it up." Plain and simple.
Right.
Like we not. But like I said, if you're a human being and you got something going on in your life, you don't have to explain to me, because I realize that as an adult, you got things to fucking do, nigga. Like shit not gonna be like people, but people will get mad because like I said, I still like I bring this up, and I probably brought it up before. I had a homegirl. We was close. I fucked with her, I loved her, and I still love her. Like I don't have no problems with her. But she got mad at me because she felt like when we was living in the same area, we talked every day, we saw each other every day, we had this very close connection. And then when I moved away, I didn't reach out as much. And I had to explain to her, bro, I don't talk to anybody like that that's not face to face with me on a regular basis, nigga. I don't call my mom like that. I'm a very much in your face type of person. If we're gonna talk, because I don't like sitting on the phone talking, and I don't like. I'm not a person. I'm not like, and I remember I told her, she was like, "Well, why don't I don't like? Cause shit, I got shit going on. Oh, well, why didn't you tell me?"
I'm living life.
And it's but it's not because I don't trust you with the information. Is I just don't give out my information like that, because all you could do, especially if I feel like there's nothing you can do to help me. If I know there's nothing you can do to help me, I'm not finna bore you with the details of my fucking life, because it gets us nowhere. And then all you're doing is making me bring up negative things that I don't want to talk about it. And women are so weird about that. They be like, "Oh, men never talk," because why would I want to bring up some fucked up shit to talk to you about for you to not help with? So now I gotta sit in this fucked up mood. And then now you're mad at me because, like, well, why are you so mad? Because you made me relive some fucked up shit that I was trying to.
That you can't do shit about.
Yeah, and I was trying to forget it, but you're such a nagging ass bitch that you, like, talking to you gonna help the situation. And then 99% of the time, you're not gonna give any good advice.
And they never give it advice. Motherfucker is incapable of giving advice.
But I can't say that to you because you're so emotionally attached that if I say I don't tell you this shit because I know that you can't fix it, and even if you try to tell me something I don't want to hear it, you're gonna feel some kind of way. So what I do is like, "Oh, I'm straight. I'm good. There ain't nothing wrong. Like, it is what it is. Why you ain't talk to me, man? I just been kind of focusing on myself. I ain't really been talking to nobody. I've been just trying to get," and that's not good enough for some people. And it's just like, if my friendship is only based off of how often and how much I communicate with you and talk to you, then maybe we're not really friends. And I'm cool with that. Maybe I thought that we were friends deeper than what we were, but now I realize that we're only friends on the surface. And I'm cool with that. I have surface level friends. And the one thing about me, if I really fuck with you, I don't even call you my friend. You family to me. And that's how I know the difference between a friend and somebody I really fuck with. Because like I tell people all the time, it's a reason friend would end. Because most of them bitches come to an end.
Right.
It's not gonna last a long fucking time.
Yeah.
But get back on topic of just the papoose and all them shits. Like it's such a different, man. Being in a relationship is the hardest thing you'll ever do in life, bro. Trying to maintain relationships, trying to maintain that shit is just, to me, it's too hard. I just don't care enough anymore to maintain friendships with motherfuckers that don't want to be friends. If you don't fuck with me, go ahead.
I was like, think about me. I'm like, I reached a point, especially with a relationship, where it's a point of most motherfuckers distraction, right? I put self first, man.
all the
Cause
time.
most time it's just distraction, and it's a liability, man. Most relationship you get in, it's just a liability, you know.
Those
Now I
people
start
that
looking at what are you doing for me? What assets can you bring for me? How can I benefit off that?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And most can bring is, of course, this guy talking about is pussy. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because all time I smash a motherfucker, and right after I'll be like,
You ready for them to leave?
I lost interest. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah,
you know
you
what I'm
served your
saying?
purpose.
That thing, it don't start out like that. It don't start out like, oh, I'm trying to smash. I start out trying to like actually
Get
into
to know them.
something. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But after smash, it be like I get that PNC. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, then like, you trying to get annoyed. I get annoyed easily too, man.
Yeah.
It
Me
easily
too.
annoys me.
Listen, I've been preaching
I'm
that
like,
shit. I've been preaching that I get annoyed quick by motherfuckers. I'm one of them people that, and like I said, I don't, and see, the one thing about me is I'm gonna take accountability. I get tired of motherfuckers quick. I have always
yeah,
been like that. I have always been like, especially if you're not giving me anything. If you're just around, just to be the fuck around, I don't really
yeah.
need you around. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
I just appreciate. I don't like my restriction, like, cause with the females I deal with, you know what I'm saying. Female I deal, I gotta know, like, yo, I don't like being restricted, man. I gotta have freedom. I don't like being, cause think about it, it just don't make sense. You gonna restrict me, and then I gotta take care of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to make a life and make this happen, then want to restrict me to only your box and your time? No. I started, you know what I'm saying? I just started like either I don't want no fucking togetherness. No, you either have access to my life or you don't. If you have access to your life, hey, enjoy the assets that you have. If not, then
Exactly.
hey, you don't. I
Exactly,
don't
bro.
want no fucking be tied down to a motherfucker and they doing this. But I still require the same shit out of female. You know what I'm saying? Like I had one of my lady friend here recently cooking. I like when motherfucker cooking and shit. One of my things, man. Motherfucker come in cooking shit, this and that. But a lot of stuff I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I got high expectation from a female that I deal with. You know what I'm saying? I like certain shit to happen. And when I deal with, I don't mention it. You know, I just let them be. If you don't naturally have it, I mean, I get it. Certain shit where you got your shit how you want shit, whatever. But I'm very simple. Certain shit I expect from a female I deal with. If I'm out and we drinking or whatever, and I got a bottle of wine or cause that's my drink of choice, whatever. 'Cause I don't drink like hard liquor and shit. I expect you to fill my glass. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If
Yeah.
we at the crib, I expect you to cook, whatever, serve. If we out the bed, I expect you to make the bed. That's one of my pet peeves. I hate when I'm out of bed and the female don't make the bed. I mean,
And
it's
there's
like
nothing wrong with you having expectations because women have expectations. And that's what
exactly.
bothers me
I
about women.
fit your expectation. Why you feel like you shouldn't have to fit mine?
Yeah. And that's my biggest problem with women. Women, they're allowed to have expectations. But then when you
Right.
have expectations of them, you're trying to control them. Or you're trying, it's
Exactly.
always some reason why they
You're a
shouldn't have to
narcissist.
do anything but just be cute and be a fuck around. And that's because
Right.
social media and these movies and these TV shows have
Yeah.
made women think that, oh, it's cool to just be the pretty girl on somebody's arm.
Exactly.
That's good
That's not
enough.
enough anymore. It's not enough anymore. It
I
ain't
don't
be
think it
pretty no
ever
more.
been enough, bro. Only a select,
No, no,
only
no. I'm
to a,
saying, but they got away with it. Motherfucker allowed
but
to get away with
but
it
I'm
because
about to say, but only to a select few that was okay with. Select few of people
because if
said that
you
that was
look
okay, and they ran with it. They was like, oh, well, because these
right,
select few said it was okay, that means the whole world has to accept it as okay. No, nigga,
yeah,
that's not okay,
at
nigga.
all,
Like,
at all.
and then, but the one thing I know for a fact is most men are willing to take care of the blunt of the duties,
Mm.
financially, all that stuff. But ain't no
Yeah,
man
it's
finna
next
do the blunt of the duties and have a talking back ass female, have a manly ass
exactly
female, have a woman with
because
the
now
mind
men
frame
want
of
more
I'm
for
not gonna do
their
some shit.
buck.
Yeah,
I don't
facts.
want no restriction. I don't
Yeah,
want to be in no mouth. I don't want none of that bullshit.
And what we said, the one thing a woman gonna do is try to make you live in the bullshit that they live in. They gonna try to make you fit their bullshit into your circle. That's the one thing that's gonna come with most females is some bullshit that they telling you gotta accept. Like, you gotta accept this bullshit if you want to be with me.
Hey, one thing you gonna do, you gonna have to learn to walk over that shit, or it gonna be that shit.
One thing you gotta learn to do is assist that bitch to somebody else. That's what the one fucking thing you need to learn. When a bitch start telling you that you gotta assist that bitch to somebody else.
Right. You ever had a chick that every time a mother talk to a motherfucker needs something?
All the time. First of all, women lead. First of all, women lead with needing something. I have yet to see a woman who's actively trying to find somebody not lead with them needing something.
Yeah.
They never lead with what they trying to give to somebody.
Right. They got the only thing they got to give is pussy. You know what I'm saying? For most part. Cause they did that. I've seen
Go ahead.
See one video where they're like they're like when you said earlier, they said that. Like when you had to offer it, either gonna say they sell pussy because they know pussy it's just trading value or whatever.
Yeah.
When you a motherfucker that's focused, when you start being on your purpose, your focus, you change your lifestyle, then a lot of female don't fuck with guys that count on their purpose like that because they know they can't get away with their bullshit. Because they know if your motherfucker start having standard and discipline, they know pussy is not enough. Now you're required to change. Some motherfuckers try to manipulate with the pussy, this and that, whatever. When that not working, then they just stuck with their character.
And what's fucked up is half of these bitches give pussy, that shit be bap as fuck. It don't even
one
be.
shot. I don't know if I shared to you or not, nigga. It had one chick, it had a caption like, motherfucker, y'all female be like, have a motherfucker waiting 6 months for this. And have a motherfucker badly bent over.
Yeah. You motherfuckers, and that's what I'm trying to say. Motherfuckers will make it seem, and just because you're pretty don't mean your pussy good. Just because, like, half of these women that's giving out this pussy, it be dap ass pussy. It just be stale ass, not clean properly.
I had a
tissue in that shit.
I had a one fish chick called it starfish, man. Well, just later.
Yeah, just later. Half of the women just later. And the crazy part is the ones that's active be the hoes. The ones that's really giving you a bang for your buck is the hoes. And then they get mad that niggas fuck with hoes.
But their whole lifestyle is catering men, knowing what men want, knowing what men tick.
Yeah.
When you a motherfucker that always used to being served, used to motherfucker coming to your liking, you don't know or even care what gonna make the man tick. So you just fucking dare. You just show up and you think that's enough.
Yeah. And like I said, I have no problem with you think isn't enough. But guess what you finna get from me? $40 or less. That's what you finna fucking get, bro. I'ma just be honest.
Hey, I'm not even getting the 40 no more.
I'm not, shit, brother. The way I've been looking at these hoes on this, man, you hoes ain't worth $20. And I'd much rather spend my 40 on food or doing some other shit, bro. Because like I said,
some shit,
man. Shit. The value of pussy has dwindled so low that it's like almost sad. Like when you really think about it. When you look at these women on social media and they platforms, you go to their pages, you realize that them hoes ain't worth a nickel that dropped out your pocket. If you know how you drop a nickel or you might drop a penny and you just say fuck it and leave it there and keep it pushing because you got better shit to do. That's what pussy is worth. Pussy is worth some shit that fell out my pocket. Like if I reach in my pocket and I drop a 10, I'm like, you know what? You can have that. I'm gonna go and get the fuck out of here because I got better shit to do than to be focused on your sex and the little bap ass pussy. And then, like I said, They give you some bap ass pussy, and they expect you to buy them a Birkin or fund a trip or send money whenever they ask for it. For what? For what? And it's crazy. Women so delusional. They'll sit there and talk about. And I know I ain't trying to put out your business, but it reminds me of the text message you showed me from the one chick when she was talking bad on her baby daddy, but in the same breath, she trying to do the same shit. And it's like, that speaks more to your character than his. Because just because that nigga a dog ass nigga and he a fucked up ass nigga, so now you're gonna go be a dog ass slut ass bitch to get back at him? Like, what sense does that make?
Makes you even worse.
First of all, that dick was inserted in you. That could never pay him back.
Yeah.
And I don't know why women don't understand it. Of course, some men
they always revert back to their slut mode.
And I'm not saying that man feelings might not be hurt. Yeah, you might hurt his feelings, but you're not really hurting him. And that's what I'm saying. Right. You might hurt his feelings. He might be like, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, especially when you depend on this motherfucker.
Exactly. You depend, and that's what I was saying the text message and I'm like, so, and I didn't even get into the conversation with you when you was, because I was just like, I ain't got time for this bullshit. This bitch talking some crazy bullshit. Because, bitch, you living in this man's house. You ain't got to worry. What she was like, all I do is take care of my kids. Off of this man dime.
Exactly.
And you out here playing the victim like you really getting treated bad. You're not. You're not. Yeah, that man fucking somebody else. So what? He taking care of home. You ain't got to pay not one bill. You ain't got to worry about whether or not the lights going to be. Nah.
I will screenshot, but I ain't edit that shit. I had to crop that shit.
Yeah, you gotta go paint over the name and but it's just weird.
But here's the thing though, right? The killer part is, so you got this situation, right? You can't even meet a motherfucker. And you ain't trying to meet a motherfucker and fuck her now. You want a motherfucker to sit here and waste time talking to you, not have any type of sex, wait for you to have time. You got kids, you got a mother you living with, and you expect motherfucker like not to have sex with that? No. Why would motherfucker want to waste time fucking with you? I ain't gonna get no ass out of it. Like, yo, you're delusional. I told her, yo, go back to your baby daddy. That's who you should be with.
Yeah.
Because no man finna sit here and waste time with you and not get nothing out of it. You want a fucking pen pal. Find you a nigga that's fucked up and talk to that motherfucker.
Go talk to a nigga that's locked up.
Especially motherfucker nigga the option. Like, motherfucker not finna sit here and talk to your ass. Motherfucker talking to you now because shit seem like easy hit. But you're just taking away, not trying to have sex. You don't have time. You got young kid. You living with your nigga.
I spoke this before, Bo. I told you.
Why are you here?
What I tell you in the text message? The dating pool got sewage in it. You motherfuckers is toxic as sewage as shit. You get on social media and you get on these dating apps just to tell a nigga that you don't got time. But then to say for the right person, I'll make time. But that means that I gotta sit
like if you're why you don't be on fucking these Tinder site and all this shit for a pen pal? There are other apps for that.
Yeah.
Go find another. I'm sure there's some pen pal apps that you can go just to talk to the other lonely motherfuckers.
First of all, don't get on Tinder. I don't care if it's Tinder, Bumble, fucking Plenty of Fish, whatever, Black Meat, White Meat, Christian Mingle, fucking whatever it is.
Black page.
Don't get on that shit if you not trying to fuck with somebody. Because if you think you finna get on this, if you think you finna get on these dating apps and find somebody who genuinely want to have a family with a bitch that they don't know, I don't know you. And that's what's weird about the dating apps. Women won't, because they put up a little passage and they put a couple of pictures, that means that somebody should come and say, you know what? I need to marry her. No, bitch, I don't even know you. And once again, why would I come, fuck with you, spend my money, take you out on dates, figure this shit out, and just so you could be like, oh, you might not be the one, and you possibly talking to 6, 7 other people. This is what's weird to me. And that's what I'm saying. But that's why we need to go back to meeting people in person. That's why I
Right.
say that people need to get back to meeting people in person. Then women so weird
I
that
think that's the cheat code though. The
women keep
cheat
saying,
code
"Oh,
is
I'm scared. I can't go out because women." Man, then be alone. Go get you some cats.
mm-hmm.
Get you your rose since y'all love y'all rose.
Yep.
Get you that
Yeah.
mountain dildo and just fuck
And die
yourself.
alone. Yeah.
Yeah, just do your thing.
And I think it's a cheat code for like, cause I took motherfucker. I think it's probably our era where we grew up like face to face, motherfucker. So
Yeah.
it took us like a little while to get on social media and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have assets so many, but you also have the skill and mindset of actually talking to motherfucker in person and
Yeah.
shit. So it kind of like a cheat code when you learn how to work that way.
Exactly.
Cause you got now motherfucker that growing up in the internet age, they don't know how to talk to motherfucker in person. They can have all this great stuff. They can text and this and that where they'll have time to think. So they don't have that person interaction. So motherfucker meet in person be like, boy, they thought it was something else, whatever. But I always been a motherfucker to entertain, you know.
Yeah.
Even when I had one of my partners that used to bring, I used to have a barbecue at my crib, whatever. For some reason, my crib always be the designated spot to chill at. So motherfucker would bring chicks to my crib just to entertain them because they don't have the
They don't know how to
sociable
entertain them
skill to
themselves.
keep motherfucker entertained. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But like, if you adapt them and bring them, hey, I entertain and get in the right
Yeah. Get it pop.
direction.
Yeah. Yeah. And that
And
comes from us having to do that. We had to
yeah,
because we grew up in an era where cell phones wasn't around, nigga. So you had to go meet people,
in the
motherfucker. You
mall,
had to
or go
see
to
a
the mall
person.
and
Go to the
Walmart
mall,
to
go to the
pick up shit.
Walmart, go to the park,
Yeah,
go to this spot. You had to see people face to face. And so you had to be
yeah,
able to talk to somebody. You had to be able to keep a conversation going. See, the weird thing about social media talking is you don't have to keep a conversation going. Once you don't know what to say, you just don't got to say nothing. You could just keep,
yeah.
you know what I'm
Just
saying?
leave
You
it
could just
quiet.
not message back. But you can't
Yeah,
not talk back to a bit that's in your face. You see what I'm saying? So you get to not be able to, and you could start sending memes or sending like weird. I don't want to call it weird, but you can
dumb
start
shit.
sending memes to keep the conversation going without actually having a
Ask
conversation.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and it's just like I said, but motherfuckers like women claim they want to find somebody. No, you don't. You and then like did you see the? I don't know if I sent you the post about the women. It was black women saying, "Oh, how they had some friends start making mixers, and she would go. They was going to these mixers, and it would be nothing but women there."
Yeah, I'm about to talk about that. Yeah.
Okay, bet that's perfect because
Yeah, but dang about it, I finna say like that's why like men are not going to that shit, man. I think even like your thing started happening like years ago, man. Back in even like I think even like 2019, 2020, where men realized so as to finish up, like men like women are having these mixers and no I mean women having these mixers and no men are showing up. Men are starting to realize, especially if they on the grind, they just getting started trying to get shit together. I'm not finna go ahead and spend all my money entertaining your ass for no result, nothing in return. Just for you, just be one of your option to not give no pussy to. Men are rather, oh, I'd rather sit home, watch my movie here at home, order me some food, whatever, and save money, not entertaining your ass.
and
Cause
call
you a
that one bitch
liability.
that's gonna come over for $40. Cause
Exactly.
my cousin,
Or nothing. Another
yeah,
bored
all for
bitch.
nothing. 90% of the time for nothing. But my cousin
Yeah.
told me this because he didn't believe. I remember this was years ago. I remember my cousin. I was telling my cousin, I was like, "Yeah, you know, bitches gonna fuck for 40." He was like, "Man, ain't nobody fucking for $40." He used to always tell me that, like, "Man, you
Yeah.
ain't finding no bitches that's fucking for $40." Until he saw the proof, and he saw the proof
Right.
that bitches was fucking for less. Bitches was fucking for
Exactly.
chicken boxes.
Bitches
Hey,
are
because
fucking
the
bitches
one
been
thing,
fucking for a meal.
yeah, I about to say,
Bitches been fucking for dinner.
yeah, bitches will they if they know that you're not gonna pay and they on their way to get fucked, a bitch not gonna get fucked without you paying
For
some kind of
free.
money. That's why
Yeah.
they make you stop by and get them something to eat.
Exactly. Or
Most of the
have
time
some
you stop,
wine or some shit.
I go by the gas station and just let a man go grab you a drink, go grab you a
Yeah.
bag of chips. You know you hoes love candy and shit. Go get you some
At
candy.
least feed them.
And
Bitch,
yeah,
first
at
thing,
least
at
give
least
them
you got
something.
something to eat. a son to drink. Y'all the guy be providing something.
And that's the harsh truth. And I'm not saying that to say that every woman be like that, but a lot of you women like
Right.
that. A lot of you women that fuck with a nigga for the free ski. And like we said last podcast that didn't get put up, they won't charge a rich nigga nothing. They won't charge a rich nigga nothing, but try to charge a hard working 9 to 5 nigga everything. You out your fucking mind, bro. You out your
That's
fucking mind.
crazy.
And it's weird. It's crazy and it's weird, bro. But the one, and I want to say this. Another reason that men are not showing up to this mixer, because bitch, when we was throwing mixer, you bitches wasn't showing up. When men used to go to all these speed dates and these mixers and shit, it was a bunch of niggas there.
So they'll look at weird, dude. They'll look at it as weird. That's weird.
Yeah. He can't get nobody. That's why he had the mixer. Or he can't get no man. That's why he had the speed dating. Now, you bitches get to see how it felt when we were going to the mixers. And we was going on these speed dating apps. And we was going out trying to be a part of these things. And you motherfuckers didn't show up. Now, all of a sudden, now you like, let's get back to mixers. Let's get back to the speed dating. And now niggas ain't showing up. Girl, you damn right we ain't showing up, bitch. Because you was the same hoes that didn't show up before. Why?
Because when they were showing up, when they wasn't showing up, that's when they was in their prime.
Yeah,
they was coming at them when they go outside and they go to the store, they come at them.
Yeah, that's before you had them 20 bucks.
They got a little age on them. They don't got ran through.
Yeah.
Now they ready to settle down with a motherfucker. Now they ready to go to a mixer and shit. But now motherfucker ain't really checking for them like that because they looking for younger. Like they in the age they were when they were getting ran through. Now they ready to settle down.
Why would a man?
Now you want a whole motherfucker crucify motherfucker for looking for younger bitches when you weren't crucified when you was a younger bitch getting fucked over by older niggas.
Exactly. When you was too busy out there letting every so-called rich nigga, so-called trapping nigga, so-called whatever it was that you was choosing, you let them niggas run you dry. And now that you got 2, 3 babies, can't find no man, now you want a nigga to show up to the party. Fuck that party. That party closed, nigga. Ain't nobody coming to show up to that old ass pussy party that done been beat. Because the one thing about it is, why would a man come get you? You got 3 baby daddies, 3 kids, and I can go get this young girl with no baby daddy, no kids.
Right.
And she might, and more than likely, she willing to listen. Most of you old hoes, you can't tell you nothing. You can't, like I said, most of these women, they won't let a man tell them nothing. Man can't tell you shit. So why would I then choose to come get you who I know I can't tell nothing and you need me? That's the crazy part about it is. You won't let me tell you nothing, but you need me. You at the mixers looking for me, but when I come in and tell you like, well, man, you look good, but I don't like women that show all their body. I don't like women that talk like that. Oh, get this nigga up out of here. What the fuck is you talking about? And did you see look through your videos. Did I show you the picture? Did I show you the post of the woman who was like, she like 30 something, got some kids, and she was like, I'm ready to listen now. She was like, I just want a man.
I seen that shit.
I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to cook, clean. I'm ready to do all that shit because she like, this ain't it. She said she tired of working because the job sucks. I'm telling you, bro. Like, you're gonna be like this lady that they talk about because the one thing about men is,
matter of fact, we can play the video.
Play it. Because the one thing about men is we're not afraid to die alone, bitch. We've been dying alone since the beginning of time. You hoes is the ones that's afraid to die alone. So it's easy for a man to live his life and die alone, but you hate to be that bitch with the cats that don't got nobody. Here, this her right here. Facts. What we've been saying, Bo, isn't that not what we've been preaching? Women will fuck their life up, bro. Blame everybody else, and then expect some man to come fix the shit, but they don't want to listen to how the man want to fix it. But this woman is telling y'all that living that way ain't what it is, bro. This lady, and I got big love for her for just coming out and admitting that shit. Like, she took account, and most women won't take accountability. This lady took accountability that she was the one who fucked her life. She said, all my bad decisions. She was like, and I loved it for the fact it's not because men want to talk down on women, but it's okay to say, hey, I need help. Come help me fix some shit. Come help me, you know what I'm saying, better my life. Like that lady said, I'm not. And the crazy thing, the things that she was saying she wasn't going to do was not life-changing things. I'm going to stop talking when you talking. When we get around your fans, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to fix you a plate. I'm going to be your secretary. Like she said, I'm going to inspire you. If you need me to motivate you, I'm going to motivate you. Look at all that basic ass shit. That's basic shit. That motherfuckers telling you that they need you to do and you don't want to do it. But then, like she said, she was like, I need somebody to come fix my life. Specifically a husband, which is specifically a man. So it's just like I said earlier in this podcast, women, you be telling on yourself. You be telling that you make bad decisions if you left to your own fucking devices. And then most of the time, like I said, you wait to, because I'm pretty sure she's in her 30s, late 30s, that now you want to listen. But it's like you waited too late. And I'm not saying she waited too late because I like older women. So I always like older women. But a lot of you women wait too late because your womb is, what's the word I'm looking for? Your womb, when a man put his seed in your womb, that means something. I know we try to make it seem like it's nothing, but it's something. Your legacy got to live. Yeah, it's what I just said. Your legacy live in that womb. And no man want his legacy to live in a womb, whereas a lot of other niggas been invested in moving through that motherfucker, bro.
Once it's in there, niggas come, it stay there, it remains there for decades and years and shit.
It's just like, but like I said, women will look at us and be like, oh, y'all misogynistic, y'all narcissistic, y'all that alpha. No, we not, bro. Like, our podcast is really catered to making men and women come to a common ground of how they can be better together. That's really the goal. The goal is to make you motherfuckers realize.
Have that conversation. Yeah. Because I get a lot of questions. Even more I deal with, like, ask me question, whatever. I had one lady friend, I should ask your brother this and that, like, yo, tune to the podcast. We're gonna start doing like ask you question. Cause a lot more ask me questions. So why do this? Why you this and that? Listen, I can tell you all this and that, but you're not gonna listen.
You're not gonna listen.
So if you want to have this information, want to have that conversation and get an insight of how the guys think and why guys do certain things, you're gonna have to tune into the podcast.
And we give them the chance, just like shout out to Rachel who was asking questions. The problem with women is they're afraid to tell their truth and somebody able to put a face to it. It's okay for them to tell their truth behind social media where they can hide their face. See, and that's why I feel like women don't give men enough respect that we willing to get on this platform whether we right or wrong to you. But we willing to get on this platform, stand on what we saying and give it to you. You women will hide behind everything and talk in the podcast comments. But when we invite you to come on, show your face and speak your truth, you ain't gonna fucking do it, bro. And that's why I can't take no advice from women because they won't stand on none of the shit they saying. You won't come on this podcast and tell me how I'm wrong. Come on this bitch, show your face, tell me how I'm wrong. And then we can have a healthy debate. But the problem is, when you get on this motherfucker and you start regurgitating some shit that somebody else said, I'm gonna call you out for it. Cause I know that you just regurgitating what somebody else say, man. Niggas can't regurgitate this shit that I'm saying, cause this is half of the time me and Bo is talking from life experiences. We're not just saying this shit that it said. Half of the videos that me and Bo showed you, bitch, I've been talking about that shit. And low key, I be telling my nephews, I feel like niggas is listening to my conversations on the personal level because I'll say some shit. Next thing you know, I hear another nigga talking the same shit I'm talking. He just got a bigger platform. But I've been saying this shit, bro. This ain't something new to this. I'm not new to this shit. I'm true to this shit, bro. Like I ain't like if a nigga know me, nigga know I ain't never been in the business of loving a woman and thinking that I need a woman. Like my mom, I'm telling you, bro. My mom, I told my mom to get on this podcast because she was like, I need to get on the podcast with y'all and speak my truth for the women.
Tell Jackie, come
But
on.
listen, I told Jackie to bring your ass on. Jackie, come on and speak your truth because I'm trying to tell y'all, my mama will let y'all niggas know that this ain't nothing new, bro. I've been talking this since a little wee lad, the laddie boy. I was talking this kind of talk, nigga, because I refuse to be with somebody just because you tell me that that's what it's supposed to be like.
Society says so.
Yeah, I refuse to be that father that get treated bad by his baby mama and stay because that's just what men's supposed to do. Fuck what y'all think. First of all, I refuse to let a woman tell me what a man is anyways, nigga. I refuse to do that shit.
Society refuse you to be happy. You shouldn't be happy. Society say you shouldn't be happy.
If
Your
I listen
only
to
job is to work hard, to provide a life for your female lady, kids, and don't be happy.
Nigga, and you got niggas that pander that shit to you too. Oh, you supposed to go die for your woman, and you supposed to let your woman
Did you
treat
see
you
this
any kind of
white
way.
guy
I already know
that
who
was
you talking
parents
about.
some shit like,
You talking
I
about
don't
that
eat.
nigga
When I
Dante?
go get it, I don't eat. That's for the female. I don't know who that nigga is. That's for the
Oh
female.
no.
I don't eat.
Man,
If
first
I
of all,
owe her food, if I take her out to get coffee, I owe her dinner for that. She's tired. I don't eat.
nah,
You don't eat on dinner? What the fuck you
I
eating
don't even
dinner
call
for?
that pandering. I call that
Lie.
exactly what niggas would do. Niggas will tell a bitch anything for them to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's pandering, you know, but it's just like, niggas been doing that. It's always been a group of niggas that'll say whatever females want to hear because most of them niggas can't get pussy without pandering to women. And that's just facts.
And
I'm not
think
saying
about it.
every
Most of
man
these
like that.
motherfuckers pandering to these bitches and still don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that every man like that, but most men sit here and say, "Oh well, this, and this." But then when you get around other niggas, that nigga not talking. Hey, what's that? I don't know if you ever see. I love comedy. You remember that Mike Epps thing when he was like, when he by himself, he was like, man, that nigga don't be like that. That nigga different. That's exactly how niggas is. When niggas be with their girl, they be a totally different nigga. And then once they girl leave, man, where the hoes at?
Hey, then
Where
where
the
the
bitches
hoes
at?
at?
Where the fucking hoes at? Where that little slut, man? I had
Where
this.
the hoes
Like, that's just, come on, man. That's pandering to women, bro. And the one thing, but women like that. Women like for you to be fake with other people.
Women, I
They
call
like for
it
you to be
words
fake.
and action.
Yeah.
Women like for you to lie to them.
Yeah.
Women just want to hear. Women do not require the action. They just want to hear the words.
Women like for you to be
Words
fake
are enough.
because they are fake. Women be fake their
Exactly.
whole fucking life. So why would they want something real? And this is what I keep asking women. You claim that you want a real nigga and you want a real man, but everything about you is fake. The life you live, the hair you got on your head, the Botox in your body, your ass fake, your titties fake. You don't change your fucking face. You done did nose reconstruction. Come on, bro. Your eye color ain't even your real eye color. You got contacts in.
Thanks you wearing
Come
shit.
on, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's so funny that a nigga would listen to a woman telling them how to be a real man when nothing about them is they not even a real woman. They everything that they seen on social media. And that's why I say, men who listen to women saying that bullshit, you deserve to get what you get from these women. Because you allowed this woman to tell you anything, and you was like, "Yep," because she a woman. And like,
You hold on to it.
You know what I want to speak on, and I think I sent the video to you. Check and see about the one dude. He was talking about how all men are responsible, all black men are responsible for all black men. And the reason that women are scared of men is because of other men not doing nothing. I think, and he's been super popular. I'm gonna look and see if I can see it, because I thought I sent it to the chat, bruh. I be sending so much shit to our chat, nigga.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit. Yeah, a lot of shit. We send the same shit.
Yeah, sometimes I realize I sent some shit and I'm like, oh, he already sent that shit. I can't. Oh, you know what I did? I sent it to us in TikTok, because that's where I seen it at. It's not in the, I'm looking in the Instagram. It's on our TikTok. But hold on, let me go to I sent it to our TikTok page.
When you talking about baby mama?
No, he talking about women in general. He talking about, why the fuck did they log me out of whatever? Let me see.
I'm on there, but I see a
You
bunch of shit on here.
Yeah, I can't remember.
What do you remember? What you wearing?
He wore like a yellow shirt.
Okay, I see. I got it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was saying, and this been a big talk of social media, but he was saying how, this guy right here. Yeah. His name like Dante or something like that shit.
Grits and Eggs podcast.
Grits and Eggs podcast. Yeah, that's the dude from there. He made something about accountability, about men needing to take accountability for other men. So it was like, do you ask your homeboys and friends like the important questions and some shit like that? And now it's been like this whole fucking like revolution, because we'll make shit important that ain't important.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that this man is wrong or right. What I'm saying is, it's not even about wrong or right. It's impossible. It's impossible for somebody to take responsibility for other people. And there was like, some people say, oh, you read too deep into it. Of course you would say that, because you're not the one being attacked. Whenever you're not being attacked, you could find, you know what I'm saying? You could find whatever reason for this. But what I'm saying is, if a man comes and tell me, if I'm walking down the street and I talk to my homeboys about this, if I'm walking down the street and I see a man and his girl arguing, and they getting into a heated argument, and then next thing you know, they throwing hands at each other, am I supposed to run over and save her? And I told the nigga, and I told people, it depends on how I fucking feel, to be really, really honest with you. If I feel like,
you know what?
Hey, and I feel
this This day and age, you'll fuck around, go and try to break it up, then they both jump. Or that motherfucker end up shooting your ass.
Ever been through some bullshit? Now you like that's nasty word. Cut so deep it hurt, but trust in God, I put him first. All you had to do was listen. Now you make these matters worse.